Final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got on the field, winning 7 games. losing season's alive in the Steel City.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 20 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Pickett now from the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Pickett will look to throw it here. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Harris running straight ahead. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Now Pickett. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Locke. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. The Seahawks at 13 and 2 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to take it and right down Broadway. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
Now inside the 25.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jalen Warren, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
These two teams all tied after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line.
Muscles by at the 25.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw.
Wow, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Again, they'll throw with Locke.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Into the red zone, it's Locke.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 33. 131 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Pickett now on 1st down.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Here's Pickett on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Blankenship's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
11 yards for number 11.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Locke.
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Locke will try again on second down.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Finn.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. Again, it's Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Locke working out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw it is Locke. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Finn in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. They look to throw. It's Locke. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. From the gun, it's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Locke now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Now Locke again. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. He can't go.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Pickett will try to throw for this. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. In one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? Doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
A lock in the Seahawks now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Lock. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
On first down, Locke. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Smith and Jigba with the ground.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun snap to Locke.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Locke going to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Locke looks to throw it again.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Pickett.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. That is caught.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Pickett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Pickett now from the gun here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Locks. This throw finds Smith and Jigba. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Locke. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. This is caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Zach Charbonnet with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
They'll actually throw it with Locke.
And complete to Smith-Njigba.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. Locke. And he's got it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Locke to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They'll go for it. It's Locke.
He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Returnable for Lockett. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. A lot going to throw it here.
We'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
2nd and 1 now from the 21.
Block now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pickett back to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably